We're live. There we go. We are live across 3 channels. There we go. That's kind of cool. Woo-hoo. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
How's everybody doing?
It's Sunday, and we're about to drink a barrel-aged stout, so I'm doing great.
3 in the afternoon, yeah.
Yeah, 3 in the afternoon, yeah.
I totally agree, Sean. Totally agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just kicking it off in the evening here. It's 3 p.m., so 3 afternoon for you guys, right?
Yep. 3.
Yeah, it's 9 p.m. here, so this is going to be, we're going to pretend like this is going to be the last beer of the evening, and we're going to pretend like we're decent and not chug at least 5 more Imperial Stouts after this. I mean, I know Remy's gonna, because I know Remy's got at least 2 more lined up, right, boy?
Nice.
Yes. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock here in Europe, so I've done a little bit of barrel aged beers. So yeah, I'm. How do you pronounce it? I'm.
Day drinking. Day drinking is the best drinking.
It is.
No, so this is a pretty cool little event here. Wilfred, who is actually, here he is. There he is. This is Wilfred. He sent us the beer. He sent the 4 of us from the Dutch Beer Collective a can of Narwhal Bourbon Barrel Aged Imperial Stout, coming in at 11.9% ABV. And considering you guys from the US can usually get this beer pretty easily, we figured let's make this one huge event of a live stream cross continents. And there we go. Who here has had this beer before? That's only 2. That's good.
Oh, Keith, you haven't had it?
No.
2 Utah. No. 2.
Huh.
Wow, I would have thought Keith would have had it. Who here has had the non-barrel aged Narwhal before?
Keith, really?
Okay.
I might have had it, but I don't remember specifically. So I'm not going to say yes.
I mean, just like most of your beers.
Yeah.
This is by the way why I think it's a real pity that Mike isn't here, because I remember his review where he did 4 narwhals in one review.
Yeah.
You guys remember that one? That was beautiful.
I was thinking about going and buying a whole 4-pack and then sending a 4-pack and 1 can and being like, this one's for Mike and this is for Sean.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, that would have been great. So yeah, maybe one of you guys from the United States can tell us a little bit more about the beer, because you guys are pretty familiar with it. Sean?
I'm gonna go with Matt because it's his favorite Sierra Nevada beer.
Oh, well, there we go, Matt. Yeah. You want to go for it?
Yeah, Sierra Nevada is one of the OG American breweries, and they're revered by a lot of people. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'll be 100% honest with you, I was never the biggest Sierra Nevada fan growing up. I like their pale ales fine. I've always had a soft spot in my heart for Celebration, but I've never been like gaga over them because they're West Coast leaning. I would like West Coast IPAs, but I'm much rather new school IPA personally. And Narwhal was the original beer from them that I was like, okay, this is what I really enjoy. And because it wasn't as aggressively bittering as a lot of their beers tend to be, and even though it is bitter, it wasn't over the top, and I loved it. So when they started to come out with the barrel aged version, which used to be exclusively in 750s, it's something I pick up every now and then, just because of how tasty it was. It was different from year to year, so I'm curious to see how this one goes. It's been a while since I've had one, but it's always been pretty damn tasty. But them going from the 750s, which were like $20 to $23 a piece, now we can get the 4-pack cans for like $20 a pop. Is pretty awesome. So I'm pumped. Right. Classic brewery with a really great beer and a barrel. What can go wrong?
Well, several things could go wrong, but
yeah, of course,
we're kind of hoping that nothing went wrong. Again, so for you guys apparently should be speaking Dutch. There's a lot of hellos in the chat, by the way. I just want to tell everybody thank you guys for watching, especially Wilfred. Thank you for watching and sending us the beer. Deanie's coming, maybe.
Sending me.
Yeah. I mean, Wilfred, next time you should send it to the States as well. That could be funny, sending American beer to America. Yes, that could be.
Hey, StreamYard. How about having a little translate thing underneath stuff? Can you auto translate like YouTube? Maybe that'd be an added option.
That would be beautiful.
Like if you present your preference, then it auto translates. Yeah.
I'd like that. That would be funny because that would be very And we have Michael Gibson. Hello, everyone from CT. Hello, Mike.
CT's Connecticut. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you know, some people you can't. How about we crack the beer?
Yes.
Why don't we?
If Kyle was here, he'd be complaining we haven't opened it yet.
Did someone read the can, or are we reading the can afterwards? Are we reading?
I think you just volunteered.
You can read the can. I can read the can. But
all right. Before I open mine, I'll read the can. Sierra Nevada barrel-aged Narwhal Imperial Stout. Deep in our barrel room, out of light's reach, our legendary Narwhal Imperial Stout rests in bourbon barrels for nearly a year. After aging, it emerges anew, rich with notes of oak, vanilla, and coconut layered onto the stout's malt flavors of dark chocolate and espresso. Enjoy this beast of a beer, 11.9% alcohol by volume. These cans are 16 ounces.
You're missing a little bit of a depth of baritone. Like, deep in our bell room, out of light's reach, our legendary Narwhal Imperial Stout rests in bourbon barrels for nearly a year.
So apparently, Thomas wants him to read it as the Transformers trailer guy.
In a world.
Let's say that. Let's say that Keith isn't the new Lauren Green or something.
No, not really. So,
wow,
that looks
Look
impressive.
Once you go black, you never go back, boys.
Wesley Snipes' favorite beer. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Really? No, not even joking. Is that true?
No, it's not true.
Oh, okay.
I was like, that's a weird fact, but
it technically could be true. You just don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, so it's absolutely 100% true.
It's absolutely true.
I spoke to him last week. Yeah.
This one poured dark brown, but in the glass, it's black as hell.
Yep.
Keith and looks like Sean had different heads on theirs. Keith had a gigantor head.
Yeah, mine
Sean
down
not much.
relatively quickly. It could be my glass too.
I poured it kind of intensely.
Poopily. So I tried to pour mine a little bit aggressively, and it still didn't come out.
But this glass, I usually get huge heads in anyway.
Now I'm curious. What is the UK? What do you guys, or the European? Sorry, guys. Does yours have Sierra Nevada Brewing Company, Chico, California, and Mills River, North Carolina, or does it just have one on the bottom?
No, it has both. It has both.
Okay, I was just curious. Sometimes
Should we check and should we confirm dates? I imagine they're all the same. 0204.
204.
Yep.
I've got a 101521.
Oh,
so they must have did 2 canning runs then for this year.
There's something almost like a Michelangelo picture in that posture that Remy just had. That like a Michelangelo painting.
Yeah.
I think he's wearing his skirt today.
Probably.
Yes. I've got no pants on right now.
Don't show us, please don't.
I dare you to stand up.
I was expecting a little bit more of a bigger bourbon character in the nose, actually.
Bigger across the board, because it's not even like I'm not getting a gigantic nose off of this beer.
No.
A nice, it's got a nice nose, but 11% and change nose, not really.
No, really. It's got like some sort of soft muted chocolate thing going on. Am I the only one that's getting sort of like this is going to sound weird, like a minty component?
Yeah, I was thinking the same, Thomas. Yeah.
I'm getting sort of like a weird minty.
An herbal component.
A little bit of coconut too.
It's a little not quite as minty, but a little reminiscent of like, do you know what those Andes mints are? The Andes?
Yeah, I think I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty fucking weird. I've never had that in a beer like this before.
I've got it before. I just think it's because I'm guessing it's just residual hop. You know what I mean?
Probably.
Something left over from the hop, and just the way it's kind of jamming with the bourbon part of the beer. That's my just kind of guess.
Yeah.
Does anybody know what hops they're using for this beer?
Oh no, but Sierra Nevada, knowing them, I'll look it up real quick, but I'm guessing it's a lot of old school C's, Centennial, stuff like that. I would imagine.
Warrior, maybe.
So maybe we could just sort of like go the line and see what everybody's thinking about the beer. I'll go last because I'm first on the screen. Matt, what are your first impressions on the nose?
Nothing too overly aggressive. I mean, there's not overly bittering both from hop and malt perspective, but there's a nice chocolate component there, from like dark baker's chocolate to erring towards a middle semi-sweet chocolate, but nothing too crazy. There is a soft bourbon character, it is a soft barrel character, but it's nothing overly aggressive. It's if I were to drink this blind, I would say it's a barrel aged beer. But I would also say I would guess that it would be sub 10%. That's the way that kind of is coming off for me. It smells nice, nothing flawed, nothing negative, no oxidation, yada yada yada. I wouldn't expect it at this young, but it smells nice. It smells like a nice beer.
Yeah, exactly. Well said. Like Sean?
Yeah, no, I'm probably going to say the same thing. It has those overall kind of stouty vibes, roasty, toasty chocolates, but everything there it's there, but it's very subdued. Not something I would expect for this beer in general because of all the times I've had it. It's usually bolder.
Mm-hmm.
And for those playing along at home, Magnum and Challenger hops.
All right, cool. Thank you for looking it up. Wilfred, who sent the beer, is saying the same. Not that much barrel and bourbon present. No, it's a bit. I mean, I get that sort of oaky, sort of like dryness a little bit.
Yeah, it's coming off a little coconutty too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of coconut, not that big, but like a little bit. Douglas, what are your first impressions on the nose?
Yeah, the same as those guys said. And I want to add some licorice to it.
Yeah,
I get the licorice component.
Yeah. But not so much like not like the sweet licorice, more like the wood itself. I don't know if you guys get this in America. We have the licorice wood, like the little sticks, so you can buy it as a sort of like a snack treat thing you can chew on. Licorice wood,
like Twizzlers.
No, it's literally wood. It's like the wooden stick thingy, and you can chew on it, so you get that licorice flavor. It's sort of got like that woody.
Interesting.
I think I get it. Gerben?
It's typically
it's really subtle on the nose. Some chocolate, some bourbon, but not a smack in your face because I like it. Yeah.
Basically, do we even have to go anymore? Because I don't think there's really.
I think you're going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
You have to find something.
Very, very, very soft chocolate, some bourbon, some barrel, little coconut. I get the licorice thing.
Now I'm really kind of hoping that Remy's going to say that he's smelling like some sort of weird tropical fruit thing or something, and he's like drinking an IPA.
everything has been said.
But
I smell a little bit of coconut. It's not as big as I expected. No, it smells good. So let's taste this sucker.
I think that's, by the way, the first what you just said. Though it does take the smell of it. It is not like bad. It's a really nice smelling beer, and from what I'm smelling, I'm not going to be disappointed in the taste. I think it's probably going to be very delicious. It's just not a big bourbon beast that you would expect from
And that's the thing that I think maybe you want to flip the script on, because the way we're all talking about it as a soft nose comes off a little bit negative. You might want to give them props as a couple-month-old big bourbon barrel-aged beer not being a hot mess, not being super violent. You know what I mean? So think about it from that perspective. It might taste really good because they've managed to mellow this beer out before putting it in a can where, a lot of beers would be like rocket fuel at this point. 12%, a couple months old, not too shabby.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that. That's true. I mean, I had this. I had a mystery beer earlier today. I'm not going to say too much about it because the review still has to be out there. The coconut in that and the spirity boozeness and just like you said, the hot mess was so intense that I could have sworn it was a non-barrel aged coconut beer. so intensely coconut forward on all that barrel presence. Here, everything is just mellowed out and smooth. If I had this as a mystery beer, I might have said this could be a barrel-aged beer, but maybe like 3 years old. Like mellow down and soften up a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, minus the oxidation, because there's just no oxidation whatsoever.
No, exactly. Cheers, guys. And Wilfred, thank you very much for sending us the beer.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Thank you, Wilfred.
Keith, thank you again.
That mouthfeel.
That's nice. It's a little bit hot still. There's a little bit of a heat in the back end.
It's kind of sweet, and as Douglas said, it's a little bit of licorice.
Yeah.
I would agree. The one thing that I'm surprised at is I don't remember the base being, if anything, the base was this bittering. If a little bit less, it comes off a little bit more kind of bittering than I remember. Not like an overtly bittering beer, but there's a roasty, toasty kind of charry bittering to it.
I was going to say the same thing, like that sort of charred barrel character, that
like coffee without the coffee flavor, like coffee.
There you go, exactly, and that charry burned bitterness. I didn't get that in the base stout, and I like it here. Actually, I appreciate it because there is a big sweet component in there.
I think most of the sweetness on this comes from the bourbon for me. Like I think that's adding both sweetness for me. The beer itself, I don't think is overly sweet. I mean, it's 12%. It's going to be a sweet beer, but yeah.
What do you guys think? The licorice component is more in the taste than in the nose. But what do you think of the coconut taste? I think it's more in the nose than the taste.
Yeah, it's kind of like on the back of my palate, like kind of buried beneath all the other kind of roastiness, toastiness, hoppiness, for me at least.
I didn't get a ton of coconut in the nose, but I'm actually getting more in the taste, at least for me. And I think that's more because the barrel's showing up as a whole throughout the beer, more in taste, and that's where the coconut would come from, obviously. But it's not like jumping out at me 2x4 to the face or anything like that.
I'm not getting like coconut in the flavor. What I'm getting is, I don't know if you have the same candy bar in America. We have Bounty.
Bounty.
You guys get Bounty? It's like it's like a white coconut center with chocolate around it.
It's kind of like a Mounds bar. Is that like a Mounds bar?
Almond Joy.
Could be. So it's like it's not like fresh coconut or like actual coconut or desiccated coconut or whatever you want. It has that impression of coconut without being coconut.
Yeah.
And then that sweet chocolate.
Bounties are almond or whatchamacallit. Oh God! Wait a minute.
It looks just like a Mounds.
Not Almond Joy. It's
Mounds.
Mounds.
Okay, so like Gerben, for you, like the Bounty thing, is that like something that makes sense, or are you like no?
I didn't get much coconut in the nose, and taste-wise, it's even less, I think.
I agree.
Like Matt said, it has more of a roasty, toasty component to it. Nice bitterness, chocolatey vibe. That's what I'm getting. But yeah, I'm really digging it. It's kind of dangerous beer for me, I think, because really easy to drink. So
it is pretty dangerous. It is pretty dangerous.
Like if you told me that this was like a 6% stout that was aged in a bourbon barrel for like a month, like I would be like, that's exactly what this is. Because it's not like I was expecting this beer to like smack me in the face a little bit, but it's very. It's very.
I seem to remember it being that more smacky in the face because I've had last year's in cans, I've had the 750 bottles, and I always remember it being like a bigger barrel character, at least for me. Like, but it's been over a year, so it could just be I'm not remembering properly. But it seems like it's good, but it seems like it's kind of missing something. Like just like the nose was subdued, it's a little bit subdued. Well, it is subdued on the palate, and that's not necessarily a knock. Well, I guess it is, but it's just not what I remember when I think barrel aged narwhal.
And to circle back on something that Thomas said earlier, when he was talking about the base beer with an aggressive carbonation, this has more of like a porter kind of mouthfeel to it. It's not like a super dense, thick, dense imperial stout. It has this real, not effervescent, but just short of effervescent kind of soft mouthfeel to it that comes off creamy and fluffy. It's going to change how a beer is perceived. Maybe they up the carbonation. Maybe that's part of it. You know what I mean? But I actually, and here's the other thing. We're drinking a base old school stout that's barrel aged done. We're talking about chocolate. We're talking about coffee kind of on the fluttering. Yeah. We're talking about licorice. We're talking about coconut. We're talking about a lot of pastry stout elements that come through additions of different kind of adjuncts. Well, we're getting all that from core 4 plus barrel. So I think sometimes we get lost in the fact that we have all these pastry, brownie, cake, and candy. We're kind of holding it up against those when it really doesn't. It's not even in the same category as those, Because
I want to say one thing. We're sounding, at least from my point of view, we're sounding maybe slightly negative a little bit because we're talking about some negative points here. I am fucking loving this beer.
Well, it's delicious. Yeah, that's the thing.
It's fucking delicious. This is like for 6 years. Yeah. Sorry.
I mean, we have 2 soulless gingers in here. We have a bunch of European unemotional guys, and us USA guys are at 3 in the afternoon. Maybe that's just reflecting that way. I don't know.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's good. Yeah, Remy?
A few hours ago, I had the Firestone Walker, Parabola 2021. Mm-hmm. That was a 13.4% barrel aged stout. It was fucking amazing. It's near yeah. How can I pronounce it? It was a lot thicker and better in the barrel than this one. This looks a lot like a porter, and that one looked a lot. So.
Yeah, no, I see what you're trying to say.
The Imperial Stout, that was really an Imperial Stout, and this is more like a porter.
And to be fair to this beer compared to Parabola, I am 99% sure that Firestone Walker barrel ages their Parabola stout in several different spirit barrels and blends them across multiple levels to the way they want their beer to go. This is Narwhal in a barrel.
It's one barrel.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not like they're not taking several different barrels. And like when Firestone Walker does their anniversary beer, they bring in like sommeliers and cicerones and shit, and they all taste all the variants and blend their own blends together and do all kinds of crazy stuff. So just in this beer's defense.
Yeah.
Did anyone just a question. Did anyone say vanilla? Because it does say vanilla on here, but
I'm getting that sort of vanilla.
It's like almost. It's kind of like what you were saying, Thomas, about the coconut. Like it's almost coke. It's like coconut, but it's like just like right. It's like not quite coconut.
Yeah,
I feel like the vanilla is kind of that way as well. It's like vanilla, but not quite vanilla kind of thing.
I see what you mean. That's sort of like it's getting there, but not quite reaching it. Like, I'm not going to say like where you have the difference between extract and essence of vanilla.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying this is like the essence of vanilla, like the fake shite, but so Matt said something earlier, which I think really hits the point for this beer. This is a 4-core beer in a barrel, but it gets the impression of like a pastry stout, where you get adjuncts in there. Yeah. And the adjuncts can sometimes taste a little bit fakey, and not here. Here, it's all 4-core. So whatever you're getting is from a barrel. It is from the malts. It is from yeast. It is from hops. So everything is original. It's real. I'm not sure why some of these components come off a little bit pastry-ish, but it's making it incredibly fucking drinkable, very easily drinkable, because you, Keith, said at some point this comes across like a 6-point-something%.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of heat in the background.
Yeah. Yeah,
but tells you like, okay.
If when you sometimes with like lower ABV barrel aged beers, some of that, you could mistake some of that alcohol for just spirit.
Yep.
Oh, this is funny, by the way, because this is, by the way, funny. Kyle apparently did a parabola, whatever, about a 2015 last night. So there we go. And he's saying about the pastry stout notes without the intensity and adjuncts. So it comes across as not very fake and chemical-y, but it doesn't come across as actual coconut and vanilla. It's a bit weird. And this is something that I'm curious about. Maybe someone can answer this, because I was thinking this afternoon. Where does the coconut aspect come from? I'm assuming it's from the bourbon barrel.
Yeah, that's where I think the vanilla would come from too, because like the vanilla, you're gonna get that like with like the oakiness and stuff from the barrel, or just like the bourbon in general. So,
and a natural vanilla would combine with the chocolatiness of the beer, combined with, you know what I mean, the actual like spirit sweetness, that kind of rich kind of like all that combined. It usually has to do with time in a barrel too. You rarely do you see a 6 to 12 month barrel aged beer show coconut, which is oddly enough, Joe from the Beer Patrol, it's one of his singular favorite note in beer is the coconut derived from a barrel. But it comes from there. I was gonna say something else, but I forgot.
This happens.
I really like the bitterness and the dryness in the end. That makes you want to drink again and again and again.
Oh, what I was going to say was when you were talking about previously, Thomas, about the pastry stouts. It's not so much as this tastes like a pastry stout. So the way I think about pastry stouts, I think about pastry stouts like Hollywood. And that, like, you know what I mean? Like so many like people in Hollywood get plastic surgery at a point where they're trying to accentuate features to look like dramatically different than their classic beautiful selves. So, you know, you take these kind of coconut tones and you take these kind of chocolate tones and you take these kind of, you know, kind of pastry level tones that you get from beers like this. And it's pastry stouts are like, well, I thought this beer tasted like coconut. I thought it tasted like vanilla. I thought it tasted like chocolate. I thought it tasted like cherries. Well, let's just put more of that shit in the beer and it'll taste even better and blow out the features of the beer to where it looks like a fucking weird kind of alley cat steroids. So it's like to step back and just appreciate those things in its more natural state, or I should say more reduced state, or more just subtle. The most beautiful people that get plastic surgery, you never know they had it. Those are the people that why plastic surgery existed, and that's kind of what beer does. Where those other people that look like clowns and shit,
Ryan. Yeah, I went there. No, but I see what you mean though. Because, but having said that though, those are my favorite adjuncts when the brewer realizes, without overdoing it too much, if they want to do I've got this porter in the fridge I want to review next week if I have time. So it's an 8.7, 8.9% ABV adjunct porter with chocolate and vanilla. Now I will not really quickly buy adjunct stouts myself, but if you put chocolate and vanilla as an adjunct in a porter, I get excited because you're enhancing, if you do it the right way, flavors that are already there. It's not going to get too discombobulated. It's going to, you know, still be its own thing with a little bit more intensity if you do it right. Just quickly wanted to point that out anyway. Yeah. Somebody. I mean,
you can go to comments.
No, go for it. Yeah, go for it.
I was just going to say, and there's, I mean, I've done a few mystery beers, but I'm sure people who have done more mystery beers can attest to this. You can have a beer with a bunch of adjuncts in it and not get any of them. Not get I know I've had a few beers, just like not mystery beers, but like and not get any of the adjunct that they say it's in, that is in there.
Yeah. So, but that means they kind of did it right, I think.
Yeah.
Unless you said you did an orange infused chocolate stout, you're not getting chocolate and orange, then you
that reminds me. Katie and I went on a little road trip yesterday, and we stopped at this brewery that I thought didn't exist because it was like they barely have an internet presence. So and they had a chocolate orange porter that tasted like those orange, those chocolate oranges.
Oh, like the ones you like smash and then break the pieces off? Oh, wow.
Need it. Sorry. I love those chocolate oranges.
It's so funny because it's in Massachusetts. It's in Pittsfield, Massachusetts.
But you went to Massachusetts, you didn't tell me?
We were like 4 hours away from you.
Oh yeah, Pittsfield is pretty big far.
Yeah, it's basically New York. It's like because Katie said the same thing. I'm like, Sean's like 4 hours from here. I don't think he's gonna like drive out here.
And then Katie was like, we should really hook up with Sean, and Keith was like, I don't want to talk to Sean.
But it's funny because it's an English guy. It's an English guy in like this like warehouse in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, and
What's the brewery? What's it called?
It's called Wandering Star.
I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, like it's like basically. Oh yeah, we were pretty close to Kyle.
Can we all just please appreciate the fact that Keith is now telling a story and everybody's getting angry at him for you didn't tell us you were close like you were close by and you didn't even. What the hell is wrong with you, dude? Everybody's getting angry.
I mean, we were less than an hour from Kyle. Jeez.
Yeah, we were like I think the way we went, we were like probably 40 minutes from Kyle.
Be really honest. Were you trying to avoid Kyle?
No.
Sorry, Kyle. I had to say it.
There's gonna come a point where at some point, 2 weeks after, Keith is gonna tell me like, "Did you know, by the way, I was in the Netherlands?" And I was just in the Netherlands like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, just hanging out, mini vacation.
I was in Groningen.
Oh my fucking lord!
Oh my god.
Dini, you have to go up top. It says top chat and live chat. Switch to live chat. You'll see all the comments. I'm the newbie that only just learned this like a week ago. I'm a stupid idiot.
True.
So we're gonna start at the bottom right now. We're gonna go to my little bottom bitch there, and there's Remy. Remy, final thoughts on the beer. Because you already finished it almost. There you go.
Oh my god. No. Not yet. I've got a lot of still in my glass. It's great beer. It's very solid. It's a good bourbon barrel aged beer. Yeah. It's quietly it's dangerous. I think you must sip this beer, but if you drink this too fast, you god damn.
It's like easy drinkable. It's a very dangerous beer. You can chug it like fuck hell. Gerben, your thoughts on the beer?
Yeah, like Remy said, it's really easy to drink. Not bad at all. I kind of like this because nowadays you always get more of the pastry stout things, and not really loving that. But this is more like a 4-core beer on a barrel. So I'm pretty excited. Yeah, I like it. Great beer.
All right. Sorry, just popping through the comments here. Douglas, your final thoughts on the beer.
Yeah, I really like this one. It's a nice beer. It makes you want to drink too fast, and you shouldn't do it because of the alcohol in it. I would rate it, I think, 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I can see that. I can sure see that. Yeah.
I will drink this one again, hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh, this is an interesting one. Yeah.
What?
Oh, that's good.
I didn't know this. This is apparently a thing.
That would make sense, right? That would totally make sense. I didn't even think of that.
So if like Joe or Kyle is watching this from Keith's or Nerdset's channel,
leave it up to Ryan. We haven't talked to Ryan up there in a while.
Yeah, man. I mean, Ryan fucking everything up for everyone. Thank you, Ryan. God damn it, bitch.
Maybe we need to stop simul streams then.
No, this is actually kind of fun. Keith, final thoughts on the beer?
It's good. I like it. I want to amend a couple things. as people pointed out, it's more porter-esque. And I will say that from what I said before, as it being like a 6% stout, like 6% porter that was aged in bourbon barrels for like a month or two or whatever. But I will also say that after drinking it for a little bit, I am sweating. So it is definitely high alcohol.
Oh yeah, I know exactly.
So I will also amend that. Like it definitely, like it doesn't necessarily taste like 11.9%, but it definitely hits you like it is. So, but it's good, and I'm curious, like, and we can leave this question for the end. But like, I'm curious what people think this would age like. I mean, I know you can't be like because it's already so soft and like kind of whatever. Like,
I'd like to get back to that. That's a good point. I'd like to get back to that at the end. Yeah,
I like it. It kind of reminds me of a beer that the whole thing with you want like a low ABV that hits higher and not a higher ABV that hits lower.
All my videos.
Oh,
yeah. Wait. Go back to that other comment. I
will in a second. Josh, we will get to this. I saw this question earlier, and I wanted to get back to it. Josh, remind me.
Mike and I just had it recently too, so it's very.
We will comment on this. We will comment on this. Yeah, he had it yesterday. There you go. I'm supporting Nerd Sense for the stream just because Keith was in his neighborhood and didn't tell him.
I love you, Joe.
Joe. There's a word for you, and I love it. You're adorkable.
Adorkable. Oh, cool.
I would like to come out that I do think it is slightly better because. Okay, I'm gonna come back to this when I give my final thoughts on the beer. Sean, what are your final thoughts?
I like it, but as I said before, it is like it just feels different than what I remember it being. If I could pick, and I haven't had this year's base, but just going off Narwhal base in general, if I could pick base or this year's barrel age vintage, I'd probably pick the base because at that point, everything is a little bit subdued in here. So even the barrel character is subdued enough to where I think I would just prefer just the base Imperial Stout over this one. Now, remembering last year's review in like 2015 and some other ones, like those were just bigger barrel character from memory. So that's why I think I'm going towards the base compared to this. While this is very tasty and it does drink very quickly, as everyone was saying, because it definitely drinks lower than 11%. But just for me, I think I'm also comparing it against the other vintages, which is probably why I'm being a little bit more negative than everyone else.
I understand.
Yeah, I was about to say you're so negative. I'm not liking it. So
Nick's not even.
I was kind of
somehow.
Yeah, I was kind of zoning out there because you were so negative. I was like, whatever.
You pulled an opposite, Mike. You were like, I like this and whatever. This is the worst beer I've ever had.
It's fine.
Forget about it. Matt, what are your final thoughts?
I love this beer. I think it is absolutely fantastic for a specific reason. Is it the best barrel aged? Is it the best stout I've ever had? No, it's the best barrel aged.
I think you and I are going to agree, by the way.
And like, it gives me enough like based out to where it's not lost to the barrel, but there's enough barrel there to keep me excited to find whatever. I think it's delicious. Am I pissed off that I paid $20 for a 4-pack, or may I say Keith paid $20 for a 4-pack? No, of course it was free for me. Is it as robust? Is it as robust and big as a BCBS? No. Is it the best bang for your buck that you can get for $20? No, because New Holland Dragon's milk is that. But what this beer did was bring us all together on YouTube.
Yeah,
and that's awesome.
Yeah.
And that's why the beer is fucking fantastic.
Cheers to that.
This is why I'm okay. The last comment I didn't think about bringing us all together, but you basically said everything I wanted to say as my final thought. So yeah, did we? What am I most happy about for this beer? I got it for free. That was fucking amazing. The only thing that I'm a little bit pissed off about is I had to pay for postage to send it to the other guys. Except for Douglas. And Douglas actually took a 2.5-hour trip to me and 2.5 hours back to his home to pick it up. So that's kind of cool.
Gotta get those bums.
Me. And I brought some beers also.
Yeah, that's true. You got me free beers. So here's the thing. I agree with Matt. Is this the best bourbon barrel aged beer ever? No. Is this a good bourbon barrel aged beer? Yeah, because I had the 2021 version not that long ago, a few weeks ago. This adds subtle notes of barrel and a little bit more complexity. And like I said, my version I felt a little bit too overcarbonated. The carbonation is a little bit down. This adds a little bit more character and a little bit more depth to a base beer while still being the base beer. Also, even though I didn't pay for it, this is $24 for a 4-pack for me. And like I said earlier, a Bourbon County barrel-aged stout is €23 for a 500 milliliter bottle. That's a great beer, and maybe as the beer itself a little bit better than this. But I could get basically almost 2 liters worth of a great beer for the same price. This is an awesome drinkable beer. The only thing that's really shit is that it's fucking dangerous because, like Keith said, this drinks like a 6% ABV stout, and you're halfway through the can until you suddenly realize, oh shit.
You start sweating.
I'm blown away. It's that cheap, like, man. Like, you're talking about basically $4 above retail, what we pay in the United States.
Yeah.
Like, that's
like
crazy.
Import tax and all that stuff. You would think it'd be way more expensive.
Like, there we go. Wilfred is the one who sent it to us. $5.95 for this. This is I pay more for a Moersleutel. You guys had Moersleutel beers by now. I pay more for a Moersleutel barrel aged beer that is from the Netherlands, which has 33 milliliters less in a can. Actually, go figure. I pay more for that than I do for this.
Well,
Sierra's been doing it for so long.
To be fair, Sierra's been doing it, and there's other ones that undercut this. So you're talking about, like, I think 1050 over here is like $15 a 4-pack. Granted, the cans are smaller. New Holland's Dragon's Milk is like $15, and that's probably your best bang for your buck bourbon barrel-aged beer over here. So there's beers that, you know, under a Lagunitas, they'll give you a 6-pack for fucking $12. They don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? So you just brought up, and that's the thing that I wanted to really get to before we end the stream. Josh asked in the stream, how does this compare to 1050? Now, Remy, you actually had 1050 bourbon barrel aged yesterday. New vintage. How was it compared to this? Do you remember, though? That's the first question. Do you still remember, or did you have
No, it was a little bit more of coffee.
Coffee?
It was also very thick. Also a great beer. But
So if you had to choose?
I choose this one because there's more... more in the can than in coffee.
This is where Remy's proving he's Dutch. He's cheap as fuck. That's what Dutch people are. We're cheapskates, and you know when we can get more for less, we're happy. It doesn't matter about the quality. If we can get more for less, we're happy. So
So that's a Dutch thing, not like a 4'10" thing.
Do you want me to take my shirt off? I will take my shirt off.
No. Please don't.
Somebody said yes. So who said yes? Somebody said yes.
Keith.
There we go.
I didn't say anything.
Sean,
I was actually just waiting for you to take it off. I have no.
It was James screaming from wherever the fuck he lives.
Just push his soul into the live stream. No, it's
Keith was disappointed you didn't take it off already.
Next time, I'm just going to stop.
Ryan's in the chat saying no one said yes. You just heard it inside your brain like a psychopath.
You know me so well, though. You know me so well, Ryan. I quickly wanted to. Could you give your opinion on this Berghoeven bourbon barrel aged Zwarte Snorre? So, at some point, I want to send you guys some bourbon barrel aged or any kind of barrel aged Zwarte Snorre. This is for me. The Zwarte Snorre is Dutch for black mustache. This is one of the best barrel aged programs in the Netherlands. These guys rock. They are fucking amazing, and you can compare because the base stout is so completely different. It depends on my mood. The Zwarte Snorre has like this sort of tar, leathery, bacony, smoky thing going on. You know what I mean?
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's fantastic, and you can compare it in any kind of way to this. Both are great, but in a different kind of way. If I had to choose, I would probably support my local because I want to go for, they're pretty local to me, but they're both equally good.
Yeah.
Agree. Just a straight up. Oh, wow. There we go.
Yeah, I think it varies though, because I had it Mike and I had it 2 weeks ago. I don't even know if we posted. I don't think we posted it yet. And I still love that beer, but I think it also kind of, what I said about this beer, the vintage wise, it changes based on the vintage. Now it's in 12-ounce cans. Like when it first started coming out, they put it in 19.2-ounce stovepipes for whatever reason. But
yeah, what the fuck was up with that even?
Yeah, I don't know. And it was it's very fudgy. I think it has more barrel character than this particular variant. But going back to what I said about previous vintages of this, I think I would always pick previous vintages of this over barrel aged 1050. But compared to this year, I'd probably go this year's barrel aged 1050 to this year's barrel aged Narwhal at least.
Yeah. So I have a sneaky suspicion when you're looking at, unless the canning line for the stovepipes is incredibly expensive, I have a kind of a sneaky suspicion that a lot of these beers, with the emphasis on a lot of breweries wanting to push out barrel-aged versions of their stouts, I'm at this point where I think maybe overproducing the base beer, less barrel aging for the barrel-aged version, putting it in these smaller cans to be able to push out more individual cans, which means more, income, making it quicker to bottle and easier to can. Because you have to have these very specific cans that are probably a little bit more pricey. Because I remember paying just over 20 euros for a stovepipe, and the 12-ounce is 7 euros.
Yep. Well, I think too, like when they first did like the stovepipes, well, they were like brewery exclusive, and then like I think the year or two before they did the 12-ounce 4-packs, they did start distroing the stovepipes. So I think it's just
I think the stovetops did get distro.
They did for like I think a year or two.
Yeah, it was a very short-lived.
If they could put this or even barrel aged 1050 in an 8-ounce can, I'd be all for it. Like, better for single servings.
The stovepipe came around because
stovepipe came
around because
whatever they're called.
Because a lot of breweries in the West Coast started to do like a bunch of their crushable beers in stovepipes, like 21st Amendment and fucking like Sierra Nevada and stuff like that. And I think they just said, "Fuck it, we have the cans." Because when stovepipe cans came out, that was during like the 16-ounce can shortage. So they're just like, "What do we do? Do we put it in a bottle? Fuck it, let's put it in the stovepipe can." And I guess they just figured someone's going to want to go to sleep, so let's just put this barrel-aged fucking beer in this thing, and it's night-night juice. You know what I mean? And,
I need sleep. I don't sleep anymore. I just get knocked out, and then 4 hours later, I wake up and I go, "God damn that fucking."
Then where'd it go? I know I had some of them floating around. What Joe is talking about is these little itty bitty. There we go.
Yeah, I thought I did too.
I don't know if you guys get these over there. Sometimes. These little things.
No,
sometimes
these little 8-ounce cans.
No.
Yeah, we get them like every now and then, but hardly ever. Yeah,
this
actually,
is the best thing in the world for barrel-aged stout.
So great.
Or a big, huge ABV stout.
Anything high ABV, yeah.
Remy, go shut the fuck up, Remy, because I've actually had them in my hand, local here.
Seriously? In the Netherlands?
Yeah.
In a beer shop?
Yeah.
Are they local Netherlands breweries that you've had, or
no, imported stuff. Okay. Which is, by the way, this is the reason that I'm putting up this comment. By the way, yeah, there is definitely a price difference between USA to the Netherlands, Netherlands to the USA, because you have to ship the shit. That ain't. I can.
Both
testify.
of us know how that is not cheap.
Yeah, and I can testify because somebody thought it was a clever idea to put yeast on the box. During a fucking pandemic.
I don't know. I was afraid to ship internationally, and I thought I'd be somewhat. I don't know. That was my bad.
Never put yeast on the fucking box during a pandemic.
I just put candles now, and I ship domestically.
I put collectible glassware on it.
That would have been way smarter.
Seriously, it was a. Why would you put up fucking bacteria?
When I sent Sean the Narwhals and stuff, I put trading cards on the thing.
There you go. Yeah, but this shit gets more expensive. Like, what do you guys like? Matt, I know you have seen it around the not even the barrel aged version, like La Trappe quadruple.
Mm-hmm.
What is that for you?
Well, quads, man, like they're usually floating anywhere between like $24 and $32 American a bottle.
What?
For the barrel aged.
No, I'm not talking. I'm not talking about the barrel aged version. The barrel aged version is about $20 here. But do you get the normal, not the non-barrel aged version? Do you get that?
$7.50 of La Trappe quad by me can run you anywhere between usually $10 to $12 American.
Yeah, it's about $7 here. So there you go. Which is a normal price difference because it's an imported beer.
Yeah.
So yeah, and the same thing goes for us. I mean, we were all very surprised that basically this is almost equal.
Keith.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
No.
I already did. I
hope it's about the lava lamp.
Do you like this one more than the Moersleutel Black and Yellow that we last did?
No. I like that one more.
Really? Me too.
Oh yeah, I definitely like the black.
Yeah, without a doubt.
That one had much more going on. It tasted more like a stout than this one. Like, not that this doesn't taste like a stout, but it like gave the impression more of a huge stout than this does.
But this is more dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Ramy. I totally agree.
We totally glossed over something that I like to talk about, which is there anything better than black and gold on a can? I mean, I understand there's a lot of grade.
It's super satisfying.
Like, it's just such a great can, such a great can art. The only thing that would make this better if the whole can was black.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Then it would just be like straight up, like honestly, like give me black and gold in a can. I'm like, this can's fantastic.
I agree, Matt. Yeah.
This is the best comment.
One's got a package the same clothes up.
Yeah, Dini, just so you know, Dini, right now, but right now, Dini, maybe it was beer, but Dini, you have to realize right now, I'm tempted to just send you sex toys.
I'm gonna start saying use sex toys.
Exactly, label it as sex toys and see if anybody opens it. And this is domestic. This is going to be domestic. I just want to put it.
I'm just imagining Andy Dwyer singing "Sex Hair," but sex toys instead of sex
toys. Like,
sex hair.
Could you imagine just putting that on the box? Sex toys, wrong size.
Yeah.
Again, a big shout out to Wilfred.
For anybody out there, pro tip.
Yeah, use sex toys. Like, did not clean.
Douglas, what were you going to say?
I want to say a big shout out to Wilfred for sending us these beers and also making two continents of the world come together.
Yes.
Well, yeah, brother.
It's like Pangea.
No, sorry. That's a different website. If it was two continents coming together, it would have been OnlyFans.
If we're talking about sex toys, how does this look?
Look, I have one thing to say to you, Luke, dear, Luke.
And I'm being honest, this is really a water bottle.
Yeah, right. Right.
Ooh,
that's one.
Okay, no, but let's get serious for 1 second. Let's get serious for a little bit because do you guys think some of the stouts out there are too heavily adjuncted?
Yes.
Yes. Next question.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not even a question. That's
Wait, hold.
absolutely.
Do you guys want to? I don't know if I have much input on this. I'm more curious about what the more experienced people have to say. But like the what this would age like because usually you age beer and it gets softer. Like, do you guys think this would just get to the point where it just tastes like a yeah?
Like what?
I love you, Joe.
Love you, Joe. I know what Keith is.
No.
Keith, I know what Keith is trying to say. Keith, I think that the problem,
or do you think the barrel stuff might? Or well, whatever. Never mind.
No, but
I do have a
the answer
can
to
with
the
a year on it, and I have a 2015 bottle, so something I want to try soon.
So for me, the thing with this beer, this like Matt mentioned this as well. This beer tastes like it's 2 or 3 years old.
Yeah.
Without the oxidation. This is a beer, a barrel-aged beer, where the sharpness and the raw edges of a fresh, heavily intense bourbon barrel-aged beer, you know, it's got that. The edges are gone. It's been 2 or 3 years in a can or a bottle or whatever.
Yeah.
But without the oxidation, I would not have minded a little bit of oxidation in this, like just a little bit of that edge of, you know, that the oxidation would have been nice. I think if you were to age this specific beer, not a bourbon beer, this specific one, if you were to age it for 2 or 3 years, I think it would probably not be that great. I think it would probably be less than it is right now. I think it is at its sweet point right now, the way it is.
Yeah, it's a double-edged question. Do I want to try this beer in 3 years? Yes. Do I think it'll be better in 3 years? No. You know what I mean? Curiosity. You know what I mean? Obviously, I want to try it with some time on it. But you'd be surprised sometimes because there's a decent amount of bittering in this beer. So it could round into something kind of like super just super drinkable and creamy and delicious. Who knows? That's the great thing about aging beer. You don't know. And like double down on that. Aging in a can. How many ageable cans? I mean, 1050 is a perfect example. Like that's one of the oldest aged stouts or oldest stouts that are in a can that you could age. Like we actually don't know the like long-term ramifications of aging in cans. You know, it's not something we've done. So
well, that was the when we did this is mostly to Sean when we did it Extreme Beer Fest. And had the cart in barley wine with the whatever.
Yep. The orange or whatever. Was it orange peel or?
No, it was the grilled pineapple and cherries. Or whatever.
Yeah. Yep.
The video was like, they put out videos for all the beers, and the carton video was saying like, it was Augie talking about aging in cans, and basically cans are like.
I remember that, yeah. Like the best way to do it, really.
Well, yeah, because you don't get any oxidation or anything, or at least very a lot less than bottles. But then they released bottles of that beer. But my point is, like, I feel like if you're aging something.
I love all of you.
That's interesting. Sorry, Keith. I'm fucking with you. I'm sorry, Keith. I love you.
I feel like if you age something in a can versus a bottle, you have to age the can like 3 years
because of no oxidation.
Yeah. So like aging something in a can for 3 years is the same as aging something in a bottle for a year or whatever the.
Did any one of you guys age the same beer in a bottle and the same beer in a can?
I'm trying to think when that happened. Like what? I'm trying to think who's done that though. I don't think any breweries put it out, have they? Like a bottle.
I think both Keith and Matt would be the kind of people who want to do that, but Keith would forget, and Matt accidentally drinks it from the wrong.
Yeah, probably.
Oh no, I would
from the wrong.
No. Here's the thing. You said I would accidentally drink it. I wouldn't. I drink it on purpose, but then say I accidentally drank
it. We could do it with wine Stefano now, but I don't think you want to age
because I would like to do that.
You could get the hef in both bottles and cans now, so.
That would be.
No, I think with that particular beer, they released it in They put it in cans for Extreme Beer Fest, but then they released bottles specifically so that people could age it.
We don't get Valle Stefana in cans, by the way. We do get the other one. The
Oddly enough,
no.
Best beer Nevada ever made was the Braupunkt with Weinstefaner, by the way.
Schneiderweisse.
Oh, that was so good.
Yeah, we get Schneiderweisse in cans and in bottles. That's where we go. So I just really wanted to comment this one. I like this one. Joe's beer reviews. He's commenting in Dutch here. He's saying that, or technically he's commenting in Belgian because he's a Belgian man from a Belgian movie. Oh, fuck, I did it. I'm sorry, dude. I didn't. I shouldn't have done that. But he just did a Panapot 2017 with a 2020. But here's the question, though. What kind of version? Because you have Panapot, you have Panapot Reserve, you have Panapot Grand Reserve. There's so many versions out there with different kinds of barrel aging. So I'm just kind of curious, what did you compare to what?
What does the rest of that say?
And not considering that the the Panapots are kind of like a crapshoot, like it's Russian roulette whether you're gonna get a good bottle or not.
Holy shit, right?
But some of them are just like flat, hard, like hot messes. But they're still tasty. But they're
and the funny thing is though, if you even though they can be hot messes and infected and sour and whatever and fucked up, you can still tell that it's a Panapot because I still remember this mystery beer review. And I was reviewing it, and at some point it just clicked.
Spot on. Yeah.
And it was fucking spot on. Even though it's always, you can always pick out when it's a Panapot. And I did that before with Struise beers. Remember guys, when we were all together here at my place, Douglas sent over this mystery beer.
Yeah.
And it was a big bottle, and it was a Panapot as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can always pick out Panapots, no matter if it's infected, if it's barrel aged, no matter what, you can always tell with Panapots. It's one of those fucking beers you can always tell, and I love that.
Maybe I grab some Panapot right now.
Go for it. Do it. Go crack open a Panapot. Do it. You go.
Yeah, what are we going to do, guys? Are you going to crack open another beer, or what are you going to do?
Dude, I'm cool with just.
No, I'm still drinking my Narwhal. You guys do whatever you want to do.
No, I'm just drinking.
What happened to your Narwhal?
Did anyone else chug this?
Mine's completely gone.
I feel like clearly chugged it.
This is my last.
We've been talking about how we shouldn't chug this, but
in my head, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna drink half the can, a quarter of the can on the live stream. Then I'll bring it upstairs, and I'll sip it for a couple hours." Here we are, an hour later. I'm ready to finish it.
I mean, exactly that.
I think it's only 4 o'clock here, so it's fine.
So fucking go for it. I mean,
it's 10 o'clock right here.
So Sean, your wife is mad at you right now.
No,
probably.
My wife is in a
she will be.
Ask that question anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah. She did say the other day, she's like, "You're doing more and more live streams lately." I'm like, "No, I don't think I am."
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
My wife was like, 3 o'clock? Why? It's like, that's the guys.
They're like time zones.
Yeah, man. I mean, I remember this from my ex-girlfriend. She was looking at me at some point, at a Sunday afternoon. "Are you drinking?" And I looked at her. "Are you looking at yourself?" "Of course I'm drinking."
I'm sorry, I don't want to, but those Dutch guys, they needed us.
Exactly, that's what I said.
It's the Dutch guys, they need us. Somebody went over to Halvatama tomorrow, so this is the only beer for me this evening. Weakness, Wilfred, I love you for sending us this beer, but weakness disgusts me. Go have another beer. I'm seriously tempted.
Keith only has like 6 more days of beer left.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I meant to ask.
I don't think it might actually be the 1st, but it's going to be like a month, roughly around the 1st of May.
Now you're not doing just beer or all booze.
Why don't you pick 30 days throughout the random calendar year?
Yeah.
Add it all together.
Not necessarily.
I get a month over. I just cherry pick 30 days throughout the whole year.
Yeah, not necessarily consecutive, just 30 days.
Yeah. Now I feel like singing that one Robbie Williams song, but I promised myself I wouldn't sing on live streams anymore. So, Dinny's telling me, just find yourself a wife that loves beer. How about I just find myself a wife? And there we go.
My wife does love beer, but I think she's hungover today, so that's probably why.
Oh, get her on camera. I want to see her hungover on camera.
Oh no, that won't happen. We were supposed so Mike's away this week, and I was like, oh, we're not reviewing Friday, and she said, oh, maybe I'll do reviews with you, and then she's like, I'll have to do my makeup and stuff. So Friday comes, and I go, hey, do you want to? And I texted Mike. I was like, hey, can we review this Mortalis beer that Kyle sent you? Carrie goes, yeah, and I was like, there's probably a chance it's not going to happen. And then Carrie goes. And on Friday, I said to her, like, do you still want to review that beer? She goes, nah, I have to do my hair. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Fuck off. Yeah, like, what's that all about? Ooh, there we go. He's actually doing it. He's doing the Pannepot. No, but I by the way, while Remy is pouring the Pannepot.
Is Remy even awake right now? Is he? He's just like
he's just
at this point, right? He's just like. He doesn't know what he's doing.
I can actually attest to the fact that at some point Remy will be the one that's always drinking and not talking. I have been to many beer festivals with him. He is always there. He's not talking. He's drinking, and yeah,
he's our hero.
He's like, I have a group of friends, and he is the Jeff of the group.
Yeah,
because
Remy looks like a Jeff.
Jeff was I actually haven't seen him in years or whatever, but one specific weekend, Jeff was always drinking the entire weekend, but he was always the one who was always awake. He was always drinking, but he was always awake. And is that what Remy is for you, Dutch guys?
Let me tell you who Remy is. Let me tell you. By the way, Remy. Before I tell this story, I would like to know this Pannepot vintage, please. Which year?
This is a Pannepot. It's especially brewed for the Danish market.
Okay.
It's dark quadruple from Flanders. It's 10% ABV. It's this year's new Pannepot.
But is it a barrel aged version though?
No, it's not a barrel.
Oh, okay. It's like no, okay.
No.
Well, you got the proper glassware going on, so that's good. You go enjoy that, and I'm going to tell an amazing story about you and me. So the last beer festival that Remy and I went to was in 2019. I don't remember half of the festival.
Right. Like every festival.
What I do know is that what I do remember is that in the morning, when I woke up at some point during the morning, I got a few videos sent to me of me singing.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
And I didn't remember singing. I didn't remember that being filmed. I didn't remember anything. I remembered texting Remy, "What the fuck? Who filmed this?" And it took him about 15 minutes or so before he replied, I think I did. That basically tells you who Remy is.
Kevin, we can honestly say that Thomas is over-exaggerating because I think he remembers 20% instead of 50.
Probably. Dee is asking me, are those videos still out
where
there?
Are they?
Didi, hit me up. I'll say. Oh man, I remember singing Backstreet Boys. I remember singing.
Was this karaoke or were you just singing?
No, I was just singing. I was just singing.
Video.
Thomas,
you wanted it that way.
Thomas, you have to send me the Backstreet Boys.
I will. I will send it. I will send it too.
For Katie, not for me.
I will. I will send it.
She will absolutely love that.
Thomas, Thomas, why don't do it now?
Yeah.
Yeah, just start singing now. Just recreate it. Do it.
I think it went something along the lines where I sat at the table. I remember being completely red-faced, shorter hair. You are my fire, my one desire. I want it that way. Tell me why. Sorry.
I think this is more sad. How do you pronounce it? This is Thomas. Please take off your shirt. That's better.
No. Oh, but anyway, the thing is though, I was so fucking drunk. I don't remember doing any of that. I don't remember any of singing anything. And he just sent me those videos, and that's the beauty of it. He didn't remember
Beer Fest
filming
will do that to you. There was one Beer Fest where I woke up, and then turns out we did karaoke. Do I remember doing karaoke? No.
I told him at one point.
That, though.
I told him at one point. Do you remember, Remy, that you smoked a cigar? And he just texted me, "What?"
I'm pretty sure you could taste after you smoke a cigar. The next morning, you can tell you smoked a cigar.
He smoked a cigar. He smoked. But he didn't remember smoking a cigar, so that was one of the best.
No, I didn't remember. Thomas said to me, "Yeah,
what?"
Yeah. The beauty thing about that beer fest and the cigar was, I smoked a cigar as well. I'm blind in this eye, in my left eye. I'm half blind, so I don't have depth perception. Take that with a few beers.
Trying to figure out where the story's going, but okay.
No. This is the funny part.
He's always blaming his eye.
Take the fact that you had a couple of beers and you're intoxicated and you don't have.
So I thought it was a cigar and I put it in my mouth, but I'm half blind.
Yeah, I put the cigar, but I'm sitting there trying to light the cigar, but I don't have depth perception, so I'm just sitting there with the cigar in my mouth, going.
Who said it was a cigar?
I do remember.
It was a cigar.
I do remember, Remy. You tasted a bit funky.
It wasn't a cigar.
Oh my god!
But literally, that was the last festival that the four of us had together before COVID hit. Yeah, and that was.
Thomas, the best festival we ever had, it was in The Hague.
Oh my god!
At Compound.
Oh.
That was awesome.
Yeah. I have. That was amazing. I have some great memories of that. I remember the first time you and I met in real life.
Yeah, we were drunk.
Of course I was. But I mean, the first time we met on that train station, and I remember just you standing there going.
Yeah, just like
He's like, holy shit! Looking up, going, whoa, he's tall.
Thomas is a tall guy. I'm a little bit.
Matt
short.
doesn't believe me. Matt thinks I'm 4 feet something.
I don't know the American. How do you say that?
Feet.
But Thomas,
measurement.
you are in meters. 190 or.
I'm not.
Centimeters.
Matt, how tall am I again? Matt, how tall am I?
Millimeters. What?
Yeah. You know how tall I am. How tall am I again?
Matt said millimeters.
2'7", right?
You're 3 stone tall.
You live in a dollhouse, right?
Don't maybe get on the swords again.
Thomas is a big fella.
The baby sword?
Yeah. It's like literally a butter knife, but when he holds it, it looks like a broadsword.
Keith, he's living in a dollhouse, and even then he can't hit the light button.
It's so high, I can't reach. I'll fuck. I'm fucking up.
I just figure when Thomas does videos with people, he's sitting really close to the camera and everybody else is like 40 feet back, so that it looks like they're the same size.
That's what I have to do with Mike. Shit, I didn't think of that.
Oh my god!
Really?
Oh my god!
I'm sorry, I have to disagree. I'm not short myself. I'm 181, but Thomas is a tall guy. He's like 190, 190.
190 shit. I'm 190 shit. Right. Thank you. That's love.
He's 1'9".
also
Oh, no.
190 lumber.
He's 1'9".
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. So some men are longer than others. That's all I got to say.
How are you doing, Matt, with your child? Is everything okay?
He's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Like, he's so cool, man. Like, he's a cool kid, man. He's cool. He's awesome. He's like getting to the point where he laughs at shit, and it's like he's only 6 weeks old, but he's starting he's smiling and laughing, but you can tell it's not just because he's shitting. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's like kind of cool, and it's just like whatever. He's tracking me with his eyes, and it's awesome.
The next time I'm gonna crap over you.
Exactly, it's a little bit of both. He's smiling at you, but he's also smiling because he's shitty, because he realizes, there you go, Dad.
You have to clean my shit.
I know, but no, it's awesome. And we got a great, I have a great wife and a great family and a great support system. So it's not like, I know some people, they're doing things by themselves, or even if they're doing it with their partner, and everybody's stretched to the max. We have a third party that alleviates a lot of pressure. So I'm one of the lucky ones that not only do I have a stable home life, but I also have like a really good support system, and that goes a long way. So yeah,
be proud.
Proud dad.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm doing beer tube on a Sunday. How do you think it's going?
Yeah.
My kids are
that's two opposites of the spectrum. Like, because we also have Sean, who has a wife that's hungover, so he can do a beer tube on a Sunday.
Well, she's dealing with a 6-year-old upstairs, so too. Yeah.
There you go. And Keith, where is Katie anyway?
She's at her parents' house.
Oh shit! I'm gonna run over and chug a beer with her real quick.
Yeah, do it.
Katie's parents live literally
they're like
1
right
minute that way from me. She's
for anybody who isn't aware, Katie has basically.
Katie's closer to Matt than I am right now.
Katie's got a better end of the deal.
Literally.
I hope everybody is aware of the fact that Katie has basically taken over Keith's channel.
Yep.
Oh
yeah. Today it's called Katie and Keith.
Yeah.
and then Keith between brackets.
Serious Keith. My oldest son is also called Keith, so it's pronounced after you. So yeah.
I'm honored.
Are you gonna start calling him fake Ron Jeremy soon as well, Remy? Please don't, though. Please don't compare his son to a porn star.
No, he's Mark Ruffalo.
Oh yeah, Mark Ruffalo. I'll pick up Mark Ruffalo. That's good. I probably should point out everything.
I'm gonna start telling everybody that Remy has a tattoo of my name on his wrist.
Wrist. Yeah, wrist. Let's just keep it at wrist. That's where the tattoo is.
But Thomas, you were talking about beer festivals, but there's one beer festival we haven't attended yet, and that's Matt's Beer Tupalooza.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah!
Mm-hmm. Oh, I haven't told you guys yet, have I? Because
going down.
You guys don't know this yet. I told the Americans already, but you guys don't know this. I'm gonna emigrate to America.
What the damn hell?
Is somebody from Texas in here right now? What's going on?
But if you come to America, though, can you still be part of the best beer collective, though, Thomas?
What incarnation?
What in goddamn incarnation we gonna get? No, all right. No, I'm serious. Y'all got to hear all about this shit because I'm going to
American Beer Collective.
It's gonna be the American Dutch Beer Collective. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here, get my shit, and I'm gonna get the fuck all the way to America. There we go. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
You know what Thomas is going to do? He's going to make America great again.
That's not hard.
If Trump can do it, Thomas will.
I fucking actually literally spat my bear out.
Sorry. Oh my god.
Oh, look at this.
Remy, apparently you got a great Texas accent. Go do it again.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna hear.
Just turns out that Remy's just from Texas, and he just like moved.
He's been like handicaping us the whole time. He's just some random butt drinker in Texas.
What? You guys, haven't you guys heard that Remy is Arnold Schwarzenegger's stand-in double?
Oh, fucking do it. Do it, Remy. Do it. No, you need to hear this. You need to hear this. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Chopper.
Get to the chopper.
No, but do the.
Get to the chopper for the shout now. Bring me some beers. Yes.
See.
Oh my god.
This is where a fucking pint of 12% ABV Imperial Stout really does this work.
10% ABV.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Are we guys gonna hang around for a few minutes or not?
Yeah, I'm cool, man. I could hang around for a little bit longer. I could get another beer.
then
I
awesome,
got
but
10, 15. Yeah, I'll grab another beer.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab myself another beer. Back in a sec.
Yes, ditto.
awesome. I'm gonna go get another beer. Let's do this shit.
Yes. Oh my god. Thomas is away.
Thank God.
Nice.
You can let your Texan out, Remy.
Yeah. You want something to say about Thomas? Because he's a filthy Dutchman.
Isn't that what every Dutch person says about every
Yeah.
other Dutch person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's back. Oh, please put your pants on, Thomas. Oh my god. Oh my. No, Thomas, don't.
Dude.
What was that, Thomas? That was
This is
a quadruple. Is that what?
no. This is a. Wait, let me put myself in solo layout for a second.
I didn't quite read the
Oh
bottle.
my god, please make me crazy.
Quintuple.
So what this is it's Polish actually,
Oh.
and it's sort of like a blend of a. I should. Shit, it's all in Polish.
Really?
No, there's literally not an English text on this. Holy crap. If I remember correctly, this is basically sort of like a blend between a barley wine and a quad.
Hmm.
It's 12% ABV and it's bourbon barrel aged, and it's Polish.
Oh, what was the
Barley wine
26?
quads blends
on the-
are sneaky delicious, by the way.
What was that? Is 12%?
Yeah.
Was that 26 on the front of it? Because then it says 20.
26% WAG.
What?
Fuck me if I know. It's Polish.
Oh.
What do you want from me? What do you want from me? You expect me to speak Polish? What the fuck?
Oh no, I just
Yeah.
Let me fucking Google this shit for you. Give me a moment, okay? Let
What
me check
brewery?
out.
no. I just saw the 26, and I thought that was the alcohol percentage. I was like, "What are you doing, Thomas?" Thomas.
Okay, so you are aware of the fact, though, Keith. You know me.
I mean, I know those little 2-ounce shooter bottles look huge in your hands, but I'm just trying to look out for you.
I love you. You do know that I would have actually opened a 26% barley wine if I wanted to. I'm that fucked up. Yeah. Remember that one live stream, Keith? Do you remember one specific live stream? Maybe? Do you?
Which one? Or
Something
are you talking about the one that I specifically don't remember?
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Uh-huh. Something about Katie having to pick you up and stuff.
I keep needing to go back and watch that one.
Yeah. Oh no!
Please don't. I haven't watched it.
Is that the one? Is that the one where I did the drunk dial? No, that's not the one where I did the drunk dial. I did a drunk dial at one point.
No, that was I don't remember. Like I seriously still don't remember if Matt started that live stream or if we joined your live stream. Like I have no idea.
I did it. I did a live stream.
Outside in the cold. That one.
Yeah. After the barley wine. After the barley.
That's the one that
after the 5 barley wines.
Yeah.
It's like after the barley wine. After we drank for 9 hours and opened 14 barley wines. That one. Oh yeah, that one. Oh, okay, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I remember that
and we're outside in the tent in like negative 15-degree weather. Yeah, that one. Sure. Yeah, hot fire around us, like torches and all kinds of shit. Yeah. That one.
I remember the other live stream. That was one that I did. That was one where I started something about Euro trash and.
I think that might have been your birthday stream.
No, the birthday stream, I remember the birthday stream, I got really fucked up. In the birthday stream, I actually just opened a Firestone Walker and chugged it for no fucking reason.
No, you chugged it for good reason. It was
good reason. That's my goddamn birthday. No, I remember doing the drunken dial, but that was just, I had a Friday or a Saturday evening and I was bored. And I did this drunken video call. I remember that. I remember that. So anyway, here we have Polish quadruple bourbon barrel aged. There we go.
So what brewery is it, Thomas?
It's called Young Court.
Okay.
Yeah, it's this was bottled almost 4 months ago. This is weird. This is odd. This has this weird metallic astringency to it. This is like when you have a copper penny and you put it in your mouth.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. It's got that copper astringent.
Did you taste it yet, or just
no? That's purely the smell.
Oh.
Yeah. The entire nose is just coppery astringency. I'm not getting bourbon. I'm getting a little bit.
So it's probably the best. It's probably the best beer ever, right?
Yeah, of course, because it's weird and that makes it amazing.
Just like us.
Yeah, you guys aren't. What the fuck is this? This is just like pure copper.
So what is the rest?
I feel like you shouldn't open things like that when you're not around other people who can like also taste it, because like I feel like that's one of those beers that like is a. What does it taste like? And then put some in a like little vial and send me some so I can.
Taste does it taste like you got punched in the mouth? So pennies.
It doesn't taste like blood. I'm just quickly popping this comment up. Remy.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's what you should do for like. You should do like a like the week leading up to Halloween. Do beer reviews in different Arnold Schwarzenegger characters from the movie, like Kindergarten Cop for sure, Terminator.
Oh, poor baby.
Yeah, Last Action Hero. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, do it.
If you don't do this, I'm going to be very upset. Come on. So you have how many months until October? You have a while.
I totally agree, Sean.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up, Douglas.
Start preparing now.
Sit down.
Sorry, Remy. You're my twin brother, but he's my brother from another mother. We are both ginger, and we don't have feelings. So
no souls.
No gingers. Oh wait, sorry. Only a ginger can call.
Yeah, only a ginger can call each other.
Thomas is also my brother.
It's not racist if we're calling each other gingers.
I'm not your Remy. I'm not your brother. I'm your lover. Remember?
Why not?
What is everybody else drinking right now?
That barrel-aged Narwhal is hitting a little different in the Netherlands than it is here.
But to answer your question, I'm drinking a smoked Helles from Idle Hands.
Oh,
It's
nice.
really good. It's like lightly smoked. It's really good.
If it's not beef jerky, I don't care. If it's not if it doesn't taste like I'm licking an ashtray, I want nothing to do with it.
Oh,
I don't want to know everything you lick. Sorry.
I was about to say, I really wish that sentence went just a completely different way.
I'm drinking.
Talking about things tasting like coppers and pennies, huh?
What are you drinking, Douglas?
I think Gerben is proud of me. I'm drinking a double IPA from Oppigard's Brewery.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
You guys are going hard. I'm drinking a 3.5% table saison.
Is that from the brewery that you sent those cans from? The label looks similar. It does. Yeah.
Well,
this isn't hard. This is like 4.9%. So
what are you drinking, Kevin?
I just finished my glass, so right now nothing. Yeah.
Too bad.
So what are you going to drink?
I don't know. Probably something with a low ABV, I think. Not a big imperial stout or
Fun.
Smart.
That or grab something like this shit.
I can tell you a guy Matt's drinking.
Or grab a 30% Polish beer or whatever.
Yeah, like that. Matt, there's a comment for you. Although somebody doesn't know how to spell your name.
Yeah. If only I responded to that comment in the comments, then we would know what I said.
Oh, was that cane from the other night? You just capped it, or did you open another bottle?
Down there.
So,
yeah, it was. It was the same one we drank.
No, Sean. Under the table, Sean. Look under the table.
Could you imagine if I found another bottle of cane?
Did you American guys ever drink the snake venom or not?
The what?
The snake venom.
Wait, is that a
garbage?
Is that a beer? Is that a?
Yeah.
Or is that
one of one of those beers that they try to make the highest ABV of all the beers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's like, what is it, like 60% alcohol or something like that, or whatever the hell it is. Yeah.
It is the beer, I think.
No, I've never had that. Nor do I want.
I've tried.
I mean, if someone poured it in front of me, I would be like, sure, I'll drink it. But no.
Wait, Douglas, did you just say it was the best beer ever?
No, I didn't say that. No. Oh, God, no. I must get a handle that one and then send it to Matt as a mystery beer and label it sessionable.
I would love that, dude. Please.
Do it. Fucking do it. So
is that like a 375 milliliter? Is that what that is?
No, this is a 330.
I want to make a meme of Thomas holding that bottle up, going, when someone cracks open or someone tries to sell you this bottle, you know you're paying twice as much as you should. So that's like the Italian shaped bottle that, like, every time you see it, you're like, this should be $12, but it's going to be 28, so I shouldn't buy it. That's exactly what that fucking bottle shape is.
It was only €8. I'm not sure if it's worth €8, but it's fucking interesting. This is like all the plums, and I'm not getting bourbon, but it has all that plum, sort of like astringent, oaky dryness with some spicy notes, some sort of woody herbal notes. This is a really weird fucking beer in a great fucking way. It's weird, and I kind of wish I'd reviewed it, but I guess I kind of did now. But
you can't review all the beers.
No, man, that's exactly it. I mean, I got so much beer right now, I can't review anything. I mean, at some point. But it's Jan Olbracht. Brewer Jan Olbracht. Okay, here we go. I'm going to try to pronounce this.
Oh yeah.
Wait. Let me just put this. Let me just put this out there so you guys can actually see it. Brouwer Jan Olbracht, and then Resmees Klinzi.
I don't know about you guys, but I totally understand.
Okay. Wait. So, Sean?
Yes.
Who's
Who's taller?
Sean?
Oh, come on.
Thomas.
How tall are you, Sean?
Like 1,000,000 milliliters?
7.
I don't know.
No, like seriously. What's your iron mind want to know? How
I
tall?
thought you were... Sean,
Milliliters. Oh my God,
That's
Sean,
so
you're
good.
funny.
I thought you were like 3. I thought you were like 3.86 oak barrels high.
Yeah, close. It's like I'm like 5'6" ish.
So they got foot taller than Thomas. is what-
Like
Yeah.
so like 4
I
feet
tower
taller
over
than
him.
Thomas.
Yeah, he's like a foot taller.
So I you know what's really funny here? I Douglas has been. Oh wow, Remy just fucked off. I was about to comment something about Remy. Douglas has been in a few live streams with you guys. This is like Gerben and Remy thinking like, what the fuck is going on here with Thomas and the height comments? So yeah, no, I think Sean, you're probably taller than I am.
Matt, a very serious question. Very serious question. Is Thomas higher or shorter than a Smurf?
I think honestly, if I was going to grade him, it would be a shade of purple on top of some pink. That's my answer.
I totally agree.
Yeah, it's science.
Yeah, but
Science.
I mean, at least I get to get. At least I have a shot of Smurf head that way. So there you go. So that's cool.
Oh my God.
Oh man, this went from beer to the weirdest shit ever.
I knew exactly that this was going to go downhill the second we finished reviewing the beer. Of course.
Exactly, it went because everybody's gonna grab a beer and then everything got fucked up. Didi is actually literally saying in Dutch, when the bottle's empty, pronouncing it will be easier. It probably will be.
Yeah, she's right. She's absolutely right.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. Savadio. This is Savadio. Savadio is awesome when it comes to this quadruple. It's a blend between a Belgian strong style and a quadruple, aged in Jack Daniels barrels. It's the oldest recipe the brewmaster has ever made, which I'll believe, but I'm not really getting bourbon character in here. This does have this sort of like Belgian strong ale. Okay, so I'm not getting a lot of barrel character here. There's this sort of quadruple strong ale, old ale kind of vibe here, where there's this sort of savory note going on when you think about a savory bread. You know what I mean?
Like
Savory,
when you say like a savory bread, like with
kind
other ingredients, or what are you thinking? What do you mean?
savory bread. When you think about a savory bread, when some breads, especially, this sounds like a shit thing to say, but I know a lot of bread in America, commercially available bread, is very sweetened.
Yep.
And our breads are a bit more savory, especially when you bake them yourself or at a good bakery. Oh, yeah. They're more savory. So think about, and then think about when you have a savory bread, if there's some cheese or maybe some bacon added to it. Mm-hmm. You don't actually taste cheese or bacon, but it adds a savory note to it. Think about that, but also think about something like a raisin bread or bread that has dried fruits in it.
Okay, yeah.
Soaked in a liquor. Not the bread itself, but the fruits have been soaked in a liquor. So you don't actually taste the liquor itself, and that's where the bourbon barrel aging comes into play here. The bourbon itself isn't noticeable, but it adds like this sort of fruity not fruity, boozy, sharp edge to the dried fruit component. So there you go. That's what this beer is.
It actually sounds pretty good when you explain it like that.
It is fucking tasty. It's amazing and it's beautiful. But I'm not getting a bourbon barrel aged component here. So especially when it says Jack Daniels, I know Jack Daniels, which sounds incredibly like I'm an alcoholic, but I know Jack Daniels.
But Jack Daniels itself isn't like the best whiskey in the world.
No, I know him personally.
Dude's hung like a horse, man. You have no idea.
Just like Keith's lava lamp.
Yeah. Fucking Red Rocket.
But yeah, this is tasty. This is fucking tasty, and I love it.
Which is funny because I think it's supposed to actually be like a rocket, like
Red Rocket.
Yeah, like it's literally in.
Stop making me spit out beer, please.
They made this before dogs had dicks, actually. So,
before dogs had dicks. Oh my god, Keith, you're hilarious.
So it's not the same.
Oh my god.
But actually, to speak to the previous comment from Severio. Like as far as like blending between barrel aged beers, quads, and strongs. Like one of my favorite like blends is actually like a stout with a Belgian quad.
Yeah.
Like they're like Jackie O's in Ohio, and I think you guys get some of their beers over there.
Yep.
I
meant like I get it in distro, but yeah.
And some of their better, Netherlands, but some of their better blends is like a barrel aged quad versus a stout, like blending those things together. Like I think that's a great combination. So like you don't see a lot of cross style blending. I think that's kind of like a future thing. To where like some breweries will kind of pick up on that and do a little bit of fun stuff.
It's funny that you mentioned that because a few days ago I actually uploaded a review. Yesterday I uploaded a review of the AleSmith and Omegan collaboration thing.
Yeah, their viscosity. What is it like a
philosophy and viscosity or something like that. By the way, Violet, we're no disrespect. We don't feel any disrespect. You're just having fun, and it's amazing, and I love it, man. This is exactly what these fucking live streams are all about. We start seriously about going in depth about a beer, and then we get fucked up and drunk, and And Dini wants to know, Matt, what are you drinking? So. Do comment on that.
It kind of looks like a clitoris.
It does.
Clitoris.
Good old Burlington Beer Company.
But this is Burlington Brewing Company. This is their Petal Prophecy. This is a honey-based India Pale Ale.
Dude.
Coming at a scorching 6% alcohol by volume. So
yeah.
Wait, is there
being responsible?
It's just a honey IPA?
Yep.
Oh,
6%.
I was thinking it was going to be like some like rose hip something.
Nope.
You wouldn't like it then, Keith, if it's not.
It's delicious.
I kind of feel sorry about the fact that Matt,
clear beer. Hashtag clear beer.
Yeah.
Matt, be real honest to us. Be real honest to us. Did you buy it because of the can art?
I'll be honest with you.
Matt doesn't buy beer.
Like Burlington Beer Company is like. They just started distributing in New Jersey probably about like 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah.
And they crush it on like the low ABV beers. So like more than half the beers that I find from them are sub 7%. And there's some getting to like the sub 6, sub 5, not sub 4 yet. But I honestly looked at the beer and went, okay, it's Burlington because they have a distinct label.
You can definitely tell.
You know what I mean? You know Burlington when you see it. And basically I grabbed it and I rotated it and I saw 6% and I said, I'm buying it. Like nothing else. I didn't know it was honey based. I didn't know anything. I said, Burlington beer, what is this? 6%, not a porter or stout, not a dark beer. I'm like, I'm buying it. That's literally why I bought it, because anything I've had from them that was like sub 6.5% that it has not been a stout, and all their stout stuff is, or porters sub 6 have been great, but I wanted something to like drink, not like a heavier beer. I'm like, I'll fucking enjoy the shit out of it.
Yep.
Like this drink's like 8.5%. Like I feel like I'm drinking the 8.5% and double IPA right now, but it's only 6%.
But
so the great beers.
From sweetness to hoppiness, yeah. I mean, this is a great brewery. I've been to the brewery I think 3 times in my life.
They have a great spot too. It's
and they're building a huge like sour, like funky program out and stuff like that. But they make so much good, great beer. Yeah, great brewery.
Yeah, their stouts are phenomenal. They're a little expensive, like $32 for a 4-pack, but like most of them are like crazy barrel aged.
How much?
Wait, did you just say
best
32?
Belgian quad I've had from an American brewery? They're up there with that.
If there's a barrel aged beer, it's $32 a 4-pack. Yeah.
So talking.
I guess
talking your language, Matt.
That's not that.
Sorry,
bad.
I'm still hung up on the fact that Matt said clitoris instead of clitoris, but that's just me. That's just. I mean, sorry, that's just.
So this is the brewery that I was talking about before, Wandering Star.
Oh, when you were in my neighborhood, you didn't come by. Yeah, that one.
It's
okay. Yep.
It's literally this dude just has like these paper labels that he just sticks on.
It looks like he prints them out on his printer and just like has a glue stick.
It is. It's so good. I keep telling Katie that it's my favorite brewery now because it's just.
So how far is it from you? All jokes aside, like
it's like 3 hours.
Oh, so you went 3 hours specifically for that brewery?
No,
or did you go someplace else?
Yeah. We went,
but it's Keith. He goes anywhere for the good beer.
We did a thing for the.
Thanks for sharing, Keith.
Yeah, that got weird, right? Okay, it wasn't just me. We did a thing.
We went to Massachusetts to do a thing.
Yeah. So if I were to translate, this is Dutch saying, and if I were to translate it to English, it would be great story, nice and short. Have a cake, go eat it.
You're absolutely right,
story,
Thomas.
bro.
Yeah. Massachusetts has things that we don't have in New Jersey or New York, so we have to go to Massachusetts. Not for me.
What? But legal weed?
Yeah.
And lava lamps.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, my lava lamp runs on marijuana. It's it's old. It's an old school lava lamp.
Yeah.
I don't like to talk about it because technically,
legal. I get it because anytime I see,
or actually, it is legal here now. I guess.
Be honest. How often before your reviews do you smoke?
Never. Actually, like never. Never.
Never. You're trying a little bit too hard right now.
No, Keith, that's not a weed guy. You guys don't know.
I know. I'm just making fun. I'm just being silly. I know that actually, Keith, of all the people that I know that would not smoke, it's probably Keith, because I don't think it's just his thing.
I have before and whatever. But,
sure, me too. I would probably smoke. I would smoke. That's just it. I would smoke.
But yeah. It's not. Yeah.
Is it? By the way, this is an interesting question. Very quickly, because I know that this is a thing in America. How many states in America have legalized marijuana by now?
20-ish, give or take. I think.
Yeah.
It's a good amount.
And give it like 2 years, it'll be 100.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, not 100. There'll be a couple bumpers. Like fuck that noise. What is this? You have no money.
You meant 100%, not 100 states. I get you. That would have been interesting. It's 100 out of 50 states have legalized.
I suspect that it's more reasonable to think that every state will legalize it before it is federally legalized, because right now it's still not federally legalized.
Right. How does that work? Well, that's an interesting. This is actually seriously a question. If all the states,
in the chat, guys.
Yeah, go for it. If all the states would legalize it, but federal doesn't, how does that work for you guys?
It means like crossing state lines and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's been things like that are existed for years, like prostitution and gambling, and like there's like a lot of things that are like legal in some states that aren't in others. Like for example, like in what is it? Is it Connecticut or Vermont? No, it's Connecticut, right? That you could like drive with alcohol open in your car.
As long as it's not the driver and it has to be the back seat or whatever.
Yeah.
There are states where you can drink and drive.
Yeah, there are states where you have like pull up slushy alcohol.
Yeah, like in Kansas where like you can drink and
Mississippi
drive.
is one of them, or
there's
whatever.
There's nothing to hit out there. You can't hurt yourself. You just wake up in the middle of a cornfield and that's it.
And then there's certain states, like 21 is the legal drinking age. But there's certain states where you can be 18 and drink if your parents with you. You know what I mean? Like I think like Midwest, like North, South Dakota, Wisconsin, or some shit like that. Like
it's just still
like you can be 18 and drink a beer as long as your parents are involved. There's all kinds of nuances.
It's so weird.
That.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
But Sean, if you're ever in Western Massachusetts, I recommend checking this place out. It's one British guy in a warehouse, and it's I don't know.
Definitely, and I'll make sure not to call you if I'm near you too. So,
what? You were 3 hours away and you didn't call me?
Wow.
No, but definitely. Like, is it near? Like, so you say Western Mass? Is it? I can Google it, I guess. But is it near? Like, because when I think Western Mass for beer, I think like Treehouse. That's Western for me.
No,
or is it further west? It's got to be further western than that.
Pittsfield is like a couple miles from the New York border.
Oh, okay.
It's west.
Okay.
Like it's Pittsfield proper is probably like an hour from Kyle.
Oh, okay. Yes, Matt?
I'm leaving. We'll see you guys.
Holy crap, almost like 2 hours. I should probably go too.
Yeah, it's been like 2 hours, so we should go too. Like, yeah.
So,
we're gonna go.
I will see you guys later. I appreciate hanging out, Thomas. Everybody else. I had a great time.
I love this dude. It was amazing.
Remy, everybody fucking hanging out. Awesome. Thank you very much.
It was amazing. Thank you for making the Sunday, man. Awesome.
See ya.
Bye-bye. This is a quick question. One quick fun question to end the live stream on. Who just left? Oh, Gerwin left. That's weird.
Huh.
No. Maybe he thought everybody was leaving.
Maybe
because everyone was saying goodbye. But
what's the favorite, the old ale English style that you enjoy the most? For me, it would have been the because I just recently drank it. He's gone out for a bit, Douglas. But Douglas and I shared a bottle of brewery, Saul. 2017 vintage. That was awesome. That was a good beer. Yeah, I love that.
I don't know. I haven't had an old ale, probably like old stock ale from now I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah. It's one of those, it's probably one of those styles that you drink more often than you think.
Yeah.
Because people brew it, don't know how to label it, and they'll sell it like a barley wine or an
strong ale
or a strong ale.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more old ales out there. I think I have here's a fun thing. I should check the label again. I have a collaboration between Kees Brouwerij, which is a Dutch brewery, and Hair of the Dog. Not Hair of the Dog. Was it Hair of the Dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hair of the Dog Brewery. Remy just recently drank it. It's a barrel-aged old ale called Matt.
Oh, with one T or two T's?
From Hair of the Dog.
No, it's a collaboration between Kees and Hair of the Dog. So it's brewed by a Dutch brewery.
That is... Oh, it's a Dutch brewery.
Yeah, but it's Matt with two T's, and that's the fun thing.
So, because actually, I went out to Colorado a few years ago, and I stopped in a bottle shop, and I saw a it was a collab of Hair of the Dog, and a Italian brewery. And basically what it was the Italian brewery just took the Hair of the Dog recipe and brewed it in Italy, and that's what it was. Is that basically what it was?
Could be, because what I don't know, because this beer is barrel aged, and it was barrel aged for 18 months.
Oh, it was barrel aged. Oh.
Yeah, so it was so when it was brewed, we still had this weird, wonderful, magical world of non-COVID, where people could travel and shit like that. You know, we could do this. So it could be that Hair of the Dog, people from Hair of the Dog actually came to the Netherlands. I don't know.
Maybe.
Could be. But it could just be one of those recipe things.
The
what were you saying, Remy?
Do you have also the beer from Kies?
It's in my refrigerator. I'm going to review it.
All right.
Yeah.
As far as old ale that I most enjoyed, the last one that I actually remember having was like a double barrel aged old ale from Kane, and it was aged a few years. So like, I remember liking that a lot, and I think that's the last one that I remember having. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I think for me, we were talking, by the way, Douglas, about old ales, your favorite old ales, and I mentioned the old ale that you and I shared when you were here, the one from brewery, Sal.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
Yeah. Also, the one we drank the first time at your house from CC Brewery.
That was a good one. That was a good old ale.
Yes.
Non-barrel aged. That was nice.
Matt and Gerben resigned?
I don't know where Gerben went. Gerben just dropped off.
He disappeared.
Okay.
Could be his internet. But we are hitting that 2-hour limit, so maybe we should sort of start thinking about, Sean has to take care of a hungover wife.
Yeah, I got to do some stuff too around the house. It's also my last day of vacation, so this was nice.
This was awesome. And Keith has to make sure that when Katie comes home, the house is nice and proper. So,
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. And us Dutch guys are actually nearing the point where we have to say bye-bye, because we
probably
need
go to
sleep.
bed. Yeah.
I have to work in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the beers I had today. This is going to be fun.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm trying to tell myself that I'm not going to have another beer after this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the most of the day off tomorrow. I have one meeting with a customer at 9:30 a.m. and the rest of the day I'm free.
Oh.
So
God damn it! Like
I'm probably gonna clean for an hour and then review like 4 beers. That's probably what's gonna happen.
Laundry. I have to do laundry. That's
Oh man!
Wow, this stream
just
just got really real. Like beer tube is not a crazy thing. Like we still have real life. I gotta do laundry. He's gotta clean. We're real people.
We're pretending like we're living a rock star life, and then suddenly shit happens, and like I gotta clean my dirty undies. Quick question from Saverio. This is a nice one. When you think that is okay?
How much time in a barrel is too much time in a barrel?
It really depends on both the base beer and the barrel itself.
Well, it really depends. I would think the biggest factor is what the brewery or brewer is going for. Like they get to be like 1 year is good enough, or 5 years is good enough, or whatever. Like to like what they want. because ultimately it's the beer they're brewing and aging and whatnot. So I would say that's the ultimate factor. But as far as beers that I've had that have been aged, like there have been some breweries where they've been like, oh, this was aged to perfection, and it's like, this is not perfection. This is
hotness.
How long did that Suarez barley wine age? But that wasn't in a barrel though. That was in a bottle though, which is different.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm trying to think. Like, what if 24 months is probably the longest I've had a barrel? I don't know.
There are. I know there have been. Because like I know some breweries have like the same beer aging in or.
Remy looks like he has an idea.
Sorry.
All right, go Remy.
I'm just curious about the question about Sjoerd. Is this the 40+ tube?
40+ beer tube. Are we all 40+?
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
we are.
Sjoerd, but I'm not 40.
I'm not 40+ yet. Nope.
I'm not 40+.
If it's 40+, I'm the only one that's highlighted. Then I think.
Keith, well, what's your age, Keith?
You think I'm? Wait, you don't.
Keith is younger than I am, actually. Keith is 30.
What's your age, Keith?
Keith is 33, I think. 34. Keith is younger than I am, dude.
Wait, Remy, are you saying that it's hard to tell whether I am plus or negative 40?
He's saying you look old, Keith.
No.
Looking old was cool in high school. It's not so much anymore.
You know what's funny, Keith? I look at you and people think you're 40+, and I look at me and people think I'm just over 30.
Well, yeah, that's because you're like 4 feet tall.
Hey guys, you know what's the most funny? I look the youngest, but I'm the oldest.
No. You look the prettiest, but no. Here's the thing.
Oh my god.
You look the prettiest, but you are the ugliest. Whatever.
Yeah, sorry, I am.
I'm drunk. I'm getting near drunk here.
Douglas, you don't look a day over 60.
That's my joke. God damn it, Keith.
Douglas is the oldest guy here in.
Yep.
All right.
I always made this funny joke. I am never gonna look as old as I am.
So, yeah.
You're never gonna look as old as Thomas is tall.
And that's when we end the stream. That's the perfect time to do that podcast.
Wilfred's saying.
Oh, Wilfred, yes.
Wilfred is saying, thank you guys for Wilfred. Thank you for sending the Dutch Beer Collective this beer.
Yep.
And thank you, Keith, for sending me this beer.
There you go. That was awesome.
Because this was
this was amazing. This was 2 hours of epic fun on a Sunday evening for us, Sunday afternoon for you guys.
Yep.
Thijs is asking what we're doing. Oh, wait. He's asking what we're doing on Tuesday, probably still being hungover. And because we're 40+.
Yeah. 2-day hangovers makes sense.
Yeah, Sjoerd saying, I got to admit, I'm 40 as well, and now I have to go prepare a bottle for my 5-month-old daughter. Man, Sjoerd, just so you know, I kind of hope that at some point I actually am, like, I really hope I'm going to be as lucky as Matt and you and be in my 40s. And, have that kind of luck in my life. Dini is saying this stream was just like the song Tom shared, 10 hours and stuck in my head. Narwhals living in the ocean, causing a commotion because they are so awesome. Guys, really. Keith, you were a legend for sending these beers to Sean.
Yeah.
And Matt.
Well, apparently they only sent it to the ShopRite Liquors down the street because
so weird. I'm shocked. I don't. It's gonna like I'm gonna walk into a beer shop like tomorrow, and they're gonna have like a plethora of it.
Okay. And you know what, Sean? You know yourself. You're gonna buy it.
Oh, I probably still will. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because
Mike needs to do his.
Yeah. Well, he still has his one can, so maybe I'll just tell him to like sit on it unless I can find like 4. Like literally sit on it though.
You should.
Yeah.
Sean,
I really, yeah.
Just a little question: are you a Pittsburgh Penguins fan or not?
No.
Why not?
Why would I be?
Yeah. Okay. The fair question.
I'm like,
yes.
Well, black and blue when it comes to hockey. Oh, you think because of this?
No. Just because you're from Pittsburgh, all right, or not?
No, not Pittsburgh.
Oh, sorry. I thought that
Boston.
was
Close.
Boston.
Both black and yellow, which makes sense. But I'm not really a hockey fan, anyways.
No. Okay.
No,
I am.
You
Sorry.
Yeah. Here's the thing. When you're from Boston, you can make a khaki.
Boston Bruins.
Khaki sounds like a car key. Car key sounds like khaki. That's stupid. That's a stupid joke. I really am. Yeah, khaki. I'm getting intoxicated. I really am. I really wanted to thank Wilfred. I really wanted to thank Wilfred for sending the Dutch Beer Collective this beer. That was awesome. You basically sponsored 2 hours of utter bullshit.
2 hours of madness.
2 hours of insane fucking madness. I really wanted to thank you guys because this was awesome. This was just fucking awesome. This was
so great. I'm so happy. I'm just happy to be here.
I just realized we just hit 11 viewers.
We were higher earlier.
No. That is what I wanted to say. 11 people watching is the lowest so far.
Oh, okay, nice.
We did something
we hit. Yeah, that's basically just because of your sexy beard, man. We were.
I'm gonna say the Keith stash, but yeah.
It's a key stash. We were doing awesome, and this was one of the best live streams I've had in a while. This was better than my birthday live stream. There you go.
Oh, I was just gonna, Sean. You should make Mike review the beer, but like in his like really close up iPad view, and that's the whole thing. Just him by himself.
And make sure he does 4 of them. He has to do 4 of them.
Yeah. Or he drinks 3 regular Narwhal from this year, and then this is his final one. Nail in the coffin. And then he shoots his pants live on YouTube.
Too bad Mike wasn't here. And also Kyle.
I know.
Mike's on vacation though.
I think they both have it, so we'll just make them both do a joint review.
They should.
Oh,
Remy, Remy, you wanted to say something.
No.
Yeah, you did.
No.
Yeah, you did.
He was going to say, Sean, I'm going to start working on my Arnold Schwarzenegger impressions for that theme week in October.
I'm going to hover over the end broadcast.
Yeah, button. Just do it because we're never going to end.
I'm going to hover. No, but I'm going to hover over the end broadcast button.
I can actually do it too.
No. Wait. This broadcast needs to end with Remy saying something like Arnold.
Yes. Do it.
Just
say, no, say it like this. Say, quote me in Arnold voice. I'm not going to do the Arnold voice. There will be a theme week on my channel of Arnold Schwarzenegger based beer reviews.
Do it.
Yes. Do it.
No.
Say anything. Say anything. Say what?
See you next time.
Thank you very much. Louder, better. Do it.
The kids are asleep. They will be
Fuck
awake.
them. Wake them up. They're kids.
They have Arnold for their dad. What do you mean?
Kids are assholes anyway.
Oh, yeah, that's right. No, I'm sorry. Next time.
Okay. Cheers, you guys.
Right. Cheers, guys. I'm going to end the broadcast here. You guys were amazing, and thank you for being you.
Being a friend.
And in the best way possible, don't forget to be awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.